My name is Claudia Oana, and this is my informative speech on the Romanian the blouse, which is this visual aid. When I was growing up in Romania, I often saw the traditional embroidered blouse at festivals, in old family photos, and hanging in museums. At the time, I thought it was just another pretty garment. But as I got older, I realized every pattern on that blouse carries a piece of history stitched into it. Today I'm going to explain how the Romanian Ia developed culturally and how it continues to influence the world today. This topic matters because the clothing can tell us who people are, where they come from, and how traditions survive across time. If we understand the Ia, we understand how culture is preserved through art, through memory, and even through fashion. The Ia preserves cultural identity through its origin, symbolic embroidery, and traditional craftsmanship, while also becoming an international fashion influence in the modern world. To show this, I'll begin with the origins, regional designs, and symbolic meaning of the Ia. Then I'll explain how it is crafted and how it has become a major comeback globally. Let's begin with where the Ia comes from and what its traditional patterns represent. According to the Romanian Peasant Museum, the Ia dates back centuries and developed in rural communities throughout Wallachia, Moldavia, and Transylvania. Women made these blouses by hand, usually for holidays, weddings, and important life events. Even though every village had its own version, the basic structure of the blouse stayed the same: a white linen or cotton shirt embroidered with colorful thread. A 2022 ethnographic study by Laura Stoica explains that different Romanian regions have distinct embroidery styles. For example, Transylvania is known for bold geometric patterns, Moldavia uses more spirals and vine motifs, and southern regions tend to use red and black floral designs. These differences acted almost like an ID card. You could tell where someone was from just by what the blouse they were wearing. Stoica also writes that many motifs carry symbolic meaning. For instance, cross stitches were believed to protect the wearer. Spiral symbols symbolized growth or continuity, and flowers represented femininity or fertility. So even though the Ia is just a blouse, it functioned as a kind of visual image language that told a story about the wearer's identity, community, and beliefs. So to review, the Ia originated in rural Romanian villages, developed distinct regional patterns, and used symbolic embroidery to convey meaning across generations. Now that we understand the history and symbolism behind the Ia, we can look at how the blouse is crafted and how it has become a global fashion influence. According to the Romanian Peasant Museum, making an Ia is incredibly labor-intensive. Traditional blouses were embroidered entirely by hand, often taking weeks or even months to complete. Women used cotton, linen, or silk threads and followed patterns passed down through their generations. The process wasn't just artistic, it was cultural. Women gathered to sew together, share stories, and pass traditions to the younger generations. So the making of the Ia wasn't just craft work, it was community building. In recent years, the Ia has re-emerged internationally. An article in Artifact magazine describes how major designers such as Yves Saint Laurent have incorporated Romanian embroidery into their collections. Fashion-influenced celebrities and Romanian diaspora communities have also helped push the blouse into international spotlight. Its global recognition became official when UNESCO included the Ia as part of the world's intangible cultural heritage, acknowledging its cultural significance and the need to preserve it. So even though the Ia began as a rural folk garment, it has transformed into a global symbol of craftsmanship and cultural pride. In review, we just looked at how the Ia is made by hand and how it has experienced a modern revival of the global fashion stage. Now that we've explored both the historical and modern sides of the Ia, let's bring everything together. The Romanian Ia is much more than a traditional blouse. It preserves cultural identity through its origin, regional patterns, and symbolic meanings. It also continues to thrive today thanks to its craftsmanship and its renowned international influence. We saw how the Ia began in rural Romanian communities, how its designs differ by region, and how every stitch carries symbolic meaning. Then we explored how the blouse is crafted and why it has become a global fashion icon. So even though it might seem like just a piece of clothing, the Ia carries stories, traditions, and identity from one generation to another. And as long as people keep making it, wearing it, and sharing it, those stories will continue to be passed on one stitch at a time.